Good afternoon, friends. I'm Elizabeth Beelman, and welcome back to Unearthing Shadows Light. Today, I would like to show you a really simple exercise that I've also shown my daughters, but more so than not, adults and children tend to deal with this quite frequently, where you walk into a room and you don't know why you're leaving in such an ick mood. Or you know that you're going to be going to a toxic environment and you don't really want to go and you don't know how to handle going. The best thing for protection is to close your eyes, and your third eye chakra is right here. And this chakra is your second sight. The seeing is believing, your intuition, your knowing, and being able to see in your mind's eye. So what I've liked to do and what I taught my daughters is you close your eyes and you visualize it almost like a projector that's projecting a movie onto a screen. And as it comes out, it turns into a grid and it completely engulfs you and goes in front of you. And that right there is setting a boundary that no energies that are unwelcome are allowed in your space. We have to understand that our space and our auric field goes out 6 feet this way and 6 feet this way and 6 feet this way and 6 feet this way. You have a big auric field, and you can blow up your auric field mentally and physically just by taking a deep breath and visualizing. And you can also pull your energy in as well, and you can practice that and you will feel a difference breathing through it and practicing through it. So wicked simple exercise to do, especially if you're going to like a really shitty place or some place that you don't want to have that and take that energy on or put your energy out there. It's just a really good way to block it. You can visualize it being a grid. You can visualize it being a wall, like a brick wall, or whatever wall you want. You can visualize it to be armor. I call the angels in frequently and ask them to put armor on me. Another thing about angels is they have a contract here on Earth with humans that they can divinely intervene at any point in time, but you have to ask. So asking them to step in and protect your energy. Archangel Michael coming in with his sword of truth to cut cords or energetic cord cutting. So many people, when they hear cord cutting, if they're in a toxic relationship or a toxic situation, or they're feeling like the energy is just being pulled from you by somebody else and you have no control over it, you can call Archangel Michael in to cut the cords. It will not cut the relationship itself, but it will cut the energetic siphon where it's being pulled out. And a lot of times it's being done unconsciously. So it's really, really good to take a moment to sit with yourself and center yourself and feel where things are coming and going and how they're affecting our being. So that being said, I'm going to pull a collective reading from the Ascended Masters Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I have used these before. They're beautiful cards. Ascended Masters are beings that have been given the knowledge of ascension, of understanding at a higher plane. Mother Teresa, Ascended Master. Jesus, Ascended Master. Saint Germain, Merlin, Ascended Master. There are many. Mother Mary, Ascended Master. So I'm just gonna pull collectively and see what messages we have today. I hope everyone's doing well. Energy has been on the fritz. I am still unbelievably exhausted no matter how much sleep I get. It does not matter. Dreams have been kind of crazy but unbelievably prophetic. It's felt a little slower here, which is interesting because we're in Leo season now, and Leo season's go time, and I'm a Leo, so it's definitely go time. But I believe the moon placements are still in Cancer, which is causing all the emotional stuff being brought up right now. If you're finding that you're being triggered by certain things and it's affecting your being and your emotions, you're kind of wanting to cry at the drop of a hat or laugh or any of the above, I highly recommend it because it is a good purge. Yes, laughter is a purge as well. Alright, so collective reading, I'm looking for 3 to 4 cards. Alright, so I got 3 right off the bat. They literally just fell out. Okay, so the first one we have is Mahakohen Ragoxi, and oh my goodness, I'm so sorry for the butcher of the name, but we have the message of teacher. So I feel like there are a lot of instances in your lives and in the collective in general where if we're lost amongst our way or needing navigation or needing help, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And I feel like that's coming up a lot right now for people, places, things, teachings coming up. I mean, even right down to these collective readings, I come on here and I like to just share a little exercise that I can teach you. So simple, just to regulate your center. But also too, if teachers aren't appearing for you, you're could possibly be the teacher. And look, there's the third eye right there, chakra, mirroring the stone as well around the throat. So the throat and the third eye being connected, being able to speak into fruition what you're seeing. So teachers are appearing. Teachers can be anybody, person, places, things, animals. They can come in as soulmates, karmics, relationships to help you grow. And sometimes those relationships are the hardest ones. The ones that come in that are the biggest mirrors and teach you. And sometimes they teach you by knocking you on your ass. So breathe gently, breathe and center. And when you find that this comes in, check in with yourself and ask, you know, whatever is happening, what lesson is this showing me? What is this here showing me in this moment? I haven't even flipped the other cards over, so let's see. Surface Bay is the second card that I have. It's go now. So now is the time. Now is the time that there is movement. It is go time. It's time to start putting together what we have been cultivating, what we have been understanding and knowing. Also, too, the other side of that is you're in a situation and you're realizing that it's time to go. It's time to leave it because it's no longer serving me anymore. It's time. So I feel like that is just like, he even has the scepter and his hands are glowing as well, like lighting the way of whatever way is going, he's on it. And it seems like he's on it with understanding and no fear, just lighting his own way and being the wayfinder for others. So understanding your boundaries, understanding when the time is right, go time, whether it's leaving or going to someplace, it's go time. We're moving. Paul the Venetian is the third card, and I saw this at the bottom of the deck, and I was gonna pull it out while I was shuffling, but lo and behold, they never surprised me. Well, they always surprise me, but it's never coincidence. So this is artistic expression. So I feel like we are being asked to really dive into getting that creative center moving. So your sacral chakra is right below your navel, and that's like, it's your passion, your creativity, your sexual expression, and I say that because that kind of verbiage, the sexual aspect of things, it's fire, right? It's fire, it's emotion. So it's pulling from that, it's lighting things on fire, it's expressing yourself, whether it's writing, it's music, it's making videos, it's helping people, it's singing, whatever it may be, it's here. So understanding that aspect. All right, I'm going to go with the card that was on the bottom because it just is standing out, especially being Leo season. But this is Le, and it's persistence. And I say Leo season because it looks like he has a mane around him, you know, and the third eye again is shining bright. And the necklace that he has around, it seems to be almost like a conductor aspect, whether it's gold or copper, but it's leaving the opening for the throat chakra. So being persistent in your way of things, being persistent with the artistic expression, being persistent with the going now, being persistent with the teaching, being persistent with all of it, even if you're exhausted and you don't feel like it. Do it. You know, in the work that I do, there are days that I'm exhausted and things come to be, and I have to kind of pull it from my bootstraps. I'm no better than anybody else. I get exhausted too, and I'm working on it, but it's being persistent and driving it home, because as your persistence is going, as you're being persistent, you are telling the universe and showing the universe, this is what I want. And remember, we're frequencies, right? It's like radio waves, so whatever frequency we're sending out is what's coming to us. So if we're being persistent with kindness to ourselves, love to ourselves, above all, kindness to ourselves, above all, because if you can show yourself that, then you can radiate it out to others, and it's just by way of a happy accident. It doesn't mean that you're pulling from your cup, and then because you've pulled so much from your cup, there's nothing left. When you fill your own cup with your joy and happiness, that cup runneth over, and it's by way of happy accident that we're helping ourselves. I'm being told to pull one more, and let's see what flies out. One more for the collective. Oh, we're gonna go with two more. Oh yes, I love this. Okay, so Kuthumi is stay focused. And look at his eyes. They're very piercing blue, right? So I just went right to the eyes, and I just like stay focused on the line drive, like being persistent, like going the distance, staying on your path, staying true. And then we have the last card, and it feels like I have goosebumps. I call them truth bumps because anytime like that happens, I'm getting stuff and I know that it's truth. But the last card is Ganesh. And Ganesh is the Hindu ascended master of the remover of obstacles. So Ganesh's card is yes. So being able to stay focused. Ganesh comes in and he just moves things out of the way to make a clear path to whatever the destination is. So if you're having trouble, call on your angels, call on Ganesh, call on the Ascended Masters. We're being taught to persevere, to go now, whether it's going or leaving a situation or getting to a situation, to go, to express ourselves fully, stand in your truth, allow it to just flow. If it happens better if you're not trying to put a time frame or limit on it. It's just now. You're in the now. You're in the present. Being persistent and having the persistence to continue to move forward, staying focused in what you are moving forward to or what you are in, and yes, the removing of the obstacles. You can have everything you want and desire. It is not your job, once you commit to something or knowing that it's going to come in, it's the secret. It's once you put it out there to the universe, it is not your job on how it comes in, when it comes in. All you know is that it's coming. So if you can stay in that knowing, because the knowing takes us away from the wanting. And if you're in that energy of wanting, you're in an energy of lack because you don't have it coming. Try and sit in the energy of yes. Sit in the energy of now. Sit in the energy of knowing that everything you could ever want and need is coming to you. And everything that you could ever want and need lies right outside your comfort zone. So take the step out. It's go time now. Out of the comfort zones, into the fire. I want to say what I am getting channeled is, like always, give yourself some slack, cut yourself some slack, rest when you need to, drink water when you need to. I want to say within the next 3 or 4 days is what I'm seeing is when the energies will start to ramp up again. Not terribly, like too much, but enough where you're not so like lethargic and in jello. So, that is what I have for you today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Let's pray for rain because we definitely need it. I was hoping for some really good thunderstorms yesterday, but it didn't come through. So I'm sending it out there now. We need some good rain. We did a nice cleanse, get the heaviness out. So namaste to all and have a good one. Thank you.